What's poppin' YouTube? It's Lil Tommy Blake,
It's Tim D-Lyrical.
and this is ISSTV at YouTube. And today it's just gonna be like a little intro video just to get y'all in tune, inside of what we got going and what we're doing, and just like what created this whole wave of what we're doing, what we got, and the progress that we're making. You know, like I mean, just all the things that we got going, bro. Like, and like just what started. You know, like what made it to where we were like, let's do this. You know what I'm saying? What was it for you that was like that one night or that one moment where you're sitting there writing and you were just like, this is it, or like whatever, you know?
Well, for one, I always, before I got into music, I did a bunch of, like writing and drawing and stuff like that. And that's really like helped me, give me that creative outlet and stuff that I needed. And the time that I knew, like the moment, like this
Like
is
that
really
one moment, yeah.
Yes, it had to be probably not too long ago, which would be like last year.
Yeah.
I was just listening to different poets, other kids around, my age, teenagers, performing poetry and stuff. Listening to people
Like on
perform their
YouTube
poetry.
or like on
Instagram.
Yeah.
People perform their their poetry, like Maya Angelou, Paul Lawrence Dunbar. Those are like some of the icons, top notch poets. And just listening to them and just like their words and how they piece things together to give you that emotion is just like wonderful.
And just like the stories that they can come up with, man, I can't even explain to you. Like just like how they could come up with something like that. Like it takes a brain to really sit there and just read some of the poetry. Like some poetry, it's kind of cut dry. You kind of know like what it's saying, but then some poetry is just like so in depth. Like, you know what I'm saying? So like so you took poetry and just like the emotion it gave you just from going so deep into words, like you just that touched you, or what was that like?
It was just to hear it, and it's just like what Maya Angelou said. She was pretty much in an interview with someone, and she was like, for a while when I was younger, I used to be very silent. I didn't really speak much, but then she said to just say these words and use all these literary devices and stuff as a way to put it out. There's so many ways you can like put out that emotion and just feeling, and it just really resonates with me, and I just love it.
Just like words in general, just being able to touch people just by saying something, like that's just like, it's crazy, it's like there are just like simple little actions, being able to touch somebody with music. So it's just, or just visuals in general, being able to. So but like on my end, really just kind of getting really to the point where I was like wanting to take this serious, like really wanting to actually pursue music, make things happen for myself as an artist. I was just like, growing up listening to rap music and that kind of style and genre, and like R&B mixed with rap, and just listening to all the different styles of growing up and how it's changed. But not just that, kind of being a part of it, because I was with my brother, listening in the car on the way to going to pre-K, listening to Tupac and listening to Eminem, and Tupac and Eminem are different styles, you know what I mean? But like the same token, like they still have those same qualities with being able to, like poetry, and that's like that's like a deep thing when you said that you listen to poetry and like that touched you, you know what I'm saying? Because poetry's so deep that like for that to be an influence on you, like shows like your artistry, really, like, because some people might be like, oh, money or whatever, but no, it's like poetry, you know what I mean? Because that's what rap is, you know what I'm saying? And
so is there like a particular artist or someone like you listen to that like pushed you there, that was like, yeah, this is where I should be?
Yeah, like like I was saying, like with my brother going to school every day, just him playing all these artists and everything, and it was kind of crazy because he'd play these artists, and he played this one artist, and man, I'll never forget it, because it was like one of those moments where it's like, you can do it too, you know what I'm saying? Like, you can do it too. And like at the time, I'd only heard certain artists, like Biggie and Tupac and like these few artists. I was a little kid, and then he starts playing some like tracks like Eminem, and he starts playing um, just starts playing what's that dude's name, Lise? Uh, no, in Houston.
Oh.
You know the white dude in Houston with the grill. You know what I'm talking about?
Oh, yeah.
Paul Wall.
Paul Wall.
Yeah, Paul Wall. He played Paul Wall for me one time, bro. And when he played Paul Wall for me, like I was like, I liked his like flow when I was a kid. Like I got into it when he put on Paul Wall, and like I was like, who is this? And he showed me a video of Paul Wall, And when he showed me the video, like I was like, wow, like it's just crazy because like being a white artist in the rap game is kind of like like taking a shot at something that might not actually work for you, but at the end of the day people see how we're how we can actually fit in, and rap it lets anybody in, and people know that, and that's why we're accepted into the rap game. But like seeing people like Eminem, seeing people like Paul Wall, and just like how they created their own like sauce and created their own energy and vibe, like it just made me like dude, like I could really do this at a young age, but at the same time I didn't take it like that. I was like, I wanted to do acting, I wanted to do a whole bunch of list of stuff, like we all did. We had a big old list when we were kids of stuff that like we probably never will ever accomplish, like being like an astronaut cowboy type stuff, like with stuff that was way out of proportion. But like now, it's just like a more serious level, of course, like as you can tell, like, but like with what we're doing, like I knew deep down inside that I had to make a leap. I had to do something else to like take my career to the next level. And I went from being, solely sitting down, going in my room, writing, to, actually like finding out ways to get in contact with people, to get into a studio, to get something physical. I wanted something physical, and when it turned into that, that was a real moment for me. And like it turned into that when I just got tired of people not taking me serious with it, because at first it was like a thing I did, and I didn't know if I was going to keep doing it, but I really loved to do it. But I needed a lot of work and to progress, and to get better at writing and whatever. But I mean, other than that, dude, like, just there came a point where I was like, I had to take this serious, or I had to let it go. I mean, there's a point in life with everything, in life it comes down to either you're going to take it serious or it's going to waste your time because you're not taking it serious, But like,
I do.
What was like an embarrassing moment though for you, like when you actually took reins of it and you like you went for it, but like, or you were like in front of somebody and you wanted to show them something or whatever? Because I remember there was this one time, bro, I was in class, right? And everybody knew like that I made music, because it's a little small town where I live, so it's like it was just like everybody knew everything, so it's like you couldn't hold a secret, you know what I'm saying, like at all. Like something a period ago, like you go to the next period, somebody already knows. But like, so I was in there, everybody know I rap because I've been doing it since 6th grade, so like everybody that I went to school with, knew that I was a rapper. So like I was in class first period, like with this teacher. I ain't never been in this teacher, like I was senior, you know what I'm saying? But it was an English 4 teacher. I was sitting there and I was just like, oh my God, like, because you got to go through the rows and say your name and whatnot, and I just wasn't feeling it that day. I just didn't want to do that. I was like, man, like I really don't want to go through hi, my name's, just I didn't want to do all that.
Yeah.
But so they made me before they called my name.
Yeah.
This girl sitting next to me wants to blurt out, "Oh, he makes music. Oh, he's a rapper." Bro. Dude, and tell me why the teacher, starts getting into it,
Yeah.
She makes me get in front of the class and freestyle. In front of the class, bro. Like, not that, it's like hard to freestyle or anything, but you're trying to freestyle in front of a teacher. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But I mean, it's not necessarily freestyling next to your peers, it's freestyling next to your teacher. You know what I'm saying? There's no beat, it's right on point. Like, you got to get up there and do it, or else you look like you can't.
Did we put on the spot?
Bro, I mean, I was so out of there, dude. I got up there and I was just like, I mean, I didn't do bad, but I was like, man, like, I can't put full emotion into it because I got this teacher sitting there, English, English teacher at that, somebody that, her profession is words. So I'm like, oh man, like, let me mispronounce something or say something stupid, like, oh my god, that was crazy. But like, what is there a time where something like that, like, or even like worse happened to you, or like where you dropped the ball on something like that? Because I almost dropped the ball because she was like, had eagle eyes on me, bro. Like, she was like right, just like this. I could feel her hot breath on my neck. You know what I mean? Like, it was crazy.
Yeah.
It was like too much.
That's
Too much.
a lot of pressure.
No.
It's like too much. Yeah, I have had my moments. It hasn't been as public as yours.
Yeah.
But I mean, people have been watching. So I do remember. First of all, I'm not a singer. But at one point, I did want to. When I was in middle school, I did want to, do a little singing here
like
and there,
little tone.
Yeah, a little something. So I let my friend hear it because I recorded myself, and she was like, "Oh yeah," she was like, "Oh, this is good." So we were at the lunch table, and they wanted me. She told everybody just kind of how like you were exposed. Yeah. And there's probably like
I feel that too, though. Yeah.
Well, a good like 8, 10 of us there, just all around together. And she tells me, sing something. And I'm like, oh, okay. And I'm like kind of put on the spot in a way. I'm like,
Did it turn into like just from a few people to like a bunch of people? Like it turned out like 3 people or one person was like, let me hear you sing, and then like 2 people were like, oh wait, you sing?
It was kind of like they were,
and then more started just like attaching like a puzzle, just like
it was kind of like they were already there,
but they weren't. Yeah.
Right when she said, okay, like sing,
everybody just dropped their food and just look at you, just like you're like, oh man, like.
So yeah, she told me to sing, and I said okay. So I thought the first thing. I can't remember what I sung, the name of it, but I started singing, and it's this part where you're supposed to like hit a higher part.
I had to like hit some high stuff.
My voice cracked.
It cracked and like
they started
hard.
Laughing.
It cracked hard, like probably.
Yeah, it cracked.
Like, oh my god, dude.
But yeah, it was
just like
it sucked.
Mid vocal, just just like.
It was like when I went up to it, like the register, it didn't like happen. Like my voice just said, and it stopped, and then come out.
It's like nope. It was like nope. Like we're not coming out today. Nope.
Yeah.
Yeah,
that was
bro.
like one moment.
Too many moments.
I mean, it was also this other one, and you were there. It was at what was it? It was my first performance. I remember.
Oh,
it was at the Civic Center in Carthage, Texas. It was a Halloween bash.
Yeah.
That was my first performance. I went up on stage. Nobody caught it, thank God. But there was one part where I was supposed to say some more. I wasn't really rapping, but I was more so speaking. And that was like a part of my whole, thing I've like rehearsed that I was supposed to say something specific. But I like lost my words. And I was just saying, yeah. And I was like kind of turned away from the crowd when I was saying it.
Yeah.
And the lights were like, they went off, so you couldn't really
Yeah,
tell.
so
but if someone did, I would feel very exposed.
Yeah, like super exposed, bro. Like I remember the first time I ever got on stage, I forgot like my last verse, or like not the whole verse, but like half of the last verse, and I was just like, I just had to freestyle it, and like it didn't turn out bad, but it was still at the same time like I felt my whole stomach drop when I like couldn't remember that last few 4 bars, you know, like I was coming to it and I was like, oh my God, am I really forgetting this? Like I'm rapping and I'm thinking in my head like, oh my God, I'm really forgetting this right now. Like,
I know.
but it's one of the things, bro, like where we've went through a lot and we've experienced a lot, and now we're at the point where we can, you know, strive even harder because we've been through this, and we've already put our foots in, you know, in these waters, and so like we've made a lot of, you know, moves in the past, but now what we're doing with this ISSTV and everything, what we got going is not only do we get to promote ourselves, but we get to promote, you know, other people, you know, like
that's really, it benefits
like
everybody, you know,
everyone, like just the ways that we can like communicate with you and get to you, and like not only us, but how we can get other people to start communicating with you and get other ways to get you promoted and get you out there. Like no matter what, you know, somebody might do, we could always promote you, and it doesn't have to be music, you know what I mean? That's the beauty of it to me, because as an entertainer, you want, you know, that's what you want, is you want to be able to give back after you've done put all this work in for yourself to entertain people. It's good to actually be able to, you know, give back to another entertainer that has that same drive as you know what I mean? So
yeah, it's really, you know, it benefits everybody. I think it's really good, and you know, just seeing other people that you're like working with that can really, you know, help inspire you more, because you know, like just seeing him, because you know, you do your thing and stuff, that kind of, you know, inspires me too.
Right.
Just seeing other people in the same area as you, or just like doing something with their lives, is just inspirational.
But at the end of the day, it's all on y'all, really, and I thank y'all for coming and watching this video too. I appreciate it. Like it and subscribe while you're at it. But the thing is, it's like, this is all on y'all. Like if you have a talent, if you have something that you want to do with your life that is entertaining to other people, all you got to do is put the work in. Because we have the resources, we have the outlets, we have the ways to put you, you know, in the spotlight with ISSTV. It's just that's why we're making this video, is because we want to inform y'all, let y'all know that y'all can come to us, we can interview you right here, you know what I'm saying? Like you can be right here with us and we can interview you, you know what I'm saying? And not just that, but we could take whatever you do to the next level, you know what I mean? By getting you people to always looking at you, and not just that, but we could pay you money. Who doesn't want to get paid money? Like for real, bucks. Like straight to your account, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, but the thing also is that we're gonna set a standard for what artists should be. Artists should be something that take their craft and hold it here, you know, and that's what we do. Cause we got some songs coming too. I'll give you. We're gonna talk about that here in a second, but yeah, just the like you said, how like my energy kind of helps your energy. We kind of feed off the energy, and that's what this whole thing is, you know. ISSTV, it's energy. We're giving y'all energy so that y'all can make your own. You know what I mean?
Star status.
Basically, television. Man, television right there. But like with you remembering your, like, he remembered his verse faster than me. I ain't gonna lie, but like he just boom, memorized like all his verses and all these little details of things that, you know, would have took me a minute to realize, you know, like to memorize, and it would have took me forever to memorize that, you know, like, and you just memorized it. And when I was struggling with these few little bars, and then you just came out with, you know, your verse so like flawless, I was just like, oh man, like, you know, I gotta get my stuff, you know what I'm saying, up to par, to the right level, because like, you know, it just pushed me, you know what I'm saying. Your energy, by learning that so quick and so smooth, made me be like, check myself in a way, you know, to, you know, have to push myself that extra mile to get it done, get the job done, you know.
I mean, like all of that, like what you were experiencing, it's just like to, and I think you're right, it does help when you're like around someone and you can like feed off each other's energy and stuff,
Mm-hmm.
and that's good. But even when you don't have that
Yeah.
someone, I don't think if you were to mess up or like stumble or not feel like you have your stuff together or anything like that, don't feel like crap, because
Right.
that's not what music is about.
Yeah.
That's not what artistry is about. You know,
Yeah,
just
so-
like it's all about expressing yourself, all about being happy. You do it because you feel happy and because it's liberating and it does something to you.
It's a craft, you know.
Yeah.
It takes time. It's a thing you put together. It's like a painting, you know. Like you can make paintings real quick, but normally you take some time to make a painting, right? You know, it's the same concept. Like we can just whip together some songs, but we're kind of laying out the canvas. We're, you know what I'm saying, getting the stroke count right. You know what I mean? But like,
Yeah.
I mean, just everything we're doing is we're just building blocks to get to where we want.
Yeah.
And but the cool thing is these songs that we're making, you know, a couple or more than a couple actually songs, but we're actually only going to put out a few, and they're going to be more towards mental health and mental health awareness, because that is a big issue
It really is.
in the world, and just keeping your brain positive and just staying positive and flooding it with positive
We need
energy.
positivity.
Right? Yeah, just need people to stay happy, you know, just need people to be loved and like love other people, you know what I mean, and just spread that positive energy, because too much negative goes on anyways.
Exactly.
Without people spreading positive
Exactly.
or negative. Just so much negative goes on, so it's just like that one little positive comment, note, whatever, you know, can go a long way. And like just with anybody's day or whatever, you know what I'm saying?
And it's like, it's okay, y'all, to be happy. I know you've probably heard it. I know it sounds cliche.
Right,
But,
yeah, but
it is definitely okay to be happy. You know, let yourself laugh every once in a
and
while.
just be satisfied with who you are.
Exactly.
It's okay. It's okay to also not be happy. You know, it's a normal feeling. It's okay to feel alone. It's okay to feel depressed, because that is a feeling. That's an emotion. We're all human, so we all feel these things.
Yeah.
But that's kind of what we go into. We just want to shine a light on it, kind of like these on our faces. But like we just want to, you know, kind of let people know, like some people are kind of in a dark shadow with this, you know.
Yeah.
And I just want to be the light for people, because at the end of the day, I was, you know, in that shadow. You know, sometimes you still catch yourself going in that shadow.
Yeah.
But it's like every day is a new day. Every day the sun comes back up. You know what I'm saying? So it's like you got to restart, have a fresh chapter, have a fresh mindset. And I think, you know, these songs just spread positive, happy energy, you know.
Exactly.
And
Yeah, because all of our songs are not like that. You know, they don't have to, you know, be depressing for the most part.
or just talk about something that involves, like, you know, with mental health or anything like that. But I get what you're saying. They don't all have to.
It's like some of them are, you know, well, really just from what we have right now. Like it's not all as a whole. It's not all depressing. We all have like different emotions, like the contrast.
It's basically emotion. It's just we put our emotion into these songs, and we put like how it's kind of like all of our emotions of like what we've been through, what we've gone through, kind of into songs. So it's like the first, you know, few kind of talking about our mental health state, and then like we got some that are not even about mental health, but they're just good songs for y'all, like that y'all are gonna like, right? That y'all are gonna like, and
love.
right, of course. I mean, you know, just what we got going is just big, and I can't wait to, you know, go to the studio and just get back in it again, dude. Like, you don't understand, like, it's just like this like urge, you know what I'm saying? Like that urge just to either get back on stage or get back in doing it again, get back in the swing of it. But that's why we're here, and we're gonna have so many more like interviews and people coming up here, segments, you know what I'm saying? We're not just gonna be sitting here talking the whole time, you know what I mean? We're gonna be actually, you know, having other people here, like we said, you know, if you are an artist or whatever entertainer and you want to come on the show, of course you can just hit us up and set up a date, and boom, we'll interview you and, you know, post it, and boom, you're here, you know, on ISSTV.
Yeah.
But the thing is like if you're wanting to do something and you need exposure, you need that extra push, ISSTV is the place to do it, because if you need photo shoots, we got from every little aspect, every detail that you might need done, we have it. So it's not like we're just pushing one certain subject, you know, trying to make that big. Like we're hitting
everybody,
every avenue of from wherever you're coming from, wherever you're sitting right now, whatever you're thinking, whatever idea you have, we totally accept it. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like your entertainment skills, like, is everybody's different. Everybody's got their own, you know, their own swag, their own like persona, you know. And if you can have that vision and just stick with the vision, you know what I mean, it can be done. You know, and I just hope that we show people that with, you know, what we do, you know.
And another way we can do that is by like helping you get on our website and stuff. Like, we will literally, you know, put you on our website, because, as you know, we are trying to get ourselves out there while getting others out there to, you know, like push us all as an overall, you know, pretty much a group effort, if you want to say.
In a way, yeah.
We will be, it's not going to be like any ordinary, you know, website or anything. We're trying to make this really unique and different, you know, having
have just different ways.
Yeah, like best artist of the week, best rapper of the week, dancer, like anything, because we're very
best
diverse.
Videos, like you know, you end up giving us a video, we put a video up for you or whatever, and it ends up getting you get so many people to look at it, you know, boom, it might be posted on the top page of our website.
Yeah.
So when people go there, they see your video, and boom, they can click on it. And, you know, it's just different things that we're going to be able to get your name out there and get it in front of so many different people. And it's all going to be LinkedIn. Everything can be LinkedIn that you have. Every social media, everything that you have can be put into this. You know what I mean? So, but all the hard work that we're about to put in and everything that we're about to do is just a full-on grind. It's just we're putting our, you know, our noses down and we're running, you know, because we don't have any other any other option, you know, because this is what we want and this is what we're going to do. We're going to get it, you know what I mean? And I hope all of y'all out there that tuned in like it and are ready to see the next one, because the next one we're gonna have some crazy things, you know what I'm saying, like some crazy stuff.
Do we want to reveal something?
I mean, I don't even know. I mean, it's I guess we could say, you know, we got some crazy things going on, and some just out of the box like ideas that we're gonna come up with, and see if people are gonna be willing to go through with them or not. But if they are, either way they're gonna do it. So either way it's gonna happen. The content's gonna be there for you. It's just convincing people to be able to, like, you know what I'm saying, because if they don't do it, I'll do it. I promise all of y'all, I'll do whatever crazy task it is. If I got my word right now, I will do it, unless you're gonna have to take the L for me. You know what I mean? If you gotta take the L, I might have to tag you in. But for most of them, if they don't do it, I will do it. Or if it's too extreme, I'll, you know what I'm saying, I'll take the L too, and I
mean, it's gonna be fun.
You know,
I might just take the L just
because, you know, like,
want to,
because you're like, man, might as well. I mean, like,
for real,
whatever, it's fun. But like, yeah, it's just gonna be wild and just entertaining, and just a bunch of different people, just a bunch of different experiences from a bunch of different avenues of creativity, basically. So I hope y'all enjoy, and I hope y'all stay in tune. And what, you got something else to throw in there?
You can follow me on
Instagram, my boy,
at Tim_D-Lyrical.
Yes, sir. And you got Tommy Blake _ on Instagram and Lil Tommy Blake on Twitter, and it'll be somewhere. We're gonna throw it up right here Boom, right there. Y'all just make sure to follow and subscribe. Hit that thumbs up button, and thank y'all for watching.
Peace.
And this is TV. We're gonna be back soon. Trust me, I
TV,
promise.
independent star status.
Yeah, watch out.
TDL and Tommy Blake, we can help you make a way. Need some boosting, yeah, we have it. Independent star status.
Independent star status. With your talent, you got passion. It's your genie, be Aladdin. 'Cause if you dream it, make it happen.